If we hold the page above the fire, we might find something. Yeah, but don't burn the fire. So it says, Donum Ultimum, Familia. Yeah, those are the last donations of families and whatnot. And, wait, what? What do you... Do I need to... Oh, I need to... click. There it is. You can see there's something, yeah. There it is. Now it's oxidizing. Alright, let's work on this. I imagine this is extremely finicky to do in real life. Probably the easiest thing you can do is have a heat gun. Or a heat gun will burn your paper as well, though. So probably like a hair dryer or something like that. Not a freaking open flame, at any rate. You could oh! Yeah, that's a problem. Oh my. Gui was stealing from the Abbey. In March alone, he stole almost 7 florins worth of funds. That's as much as my father makes in months, says Gaspar. Which is a lot as well. He's sending it to the account of an Osberger man who is depositing it in Fugers? If Otto knew about this, Gui would certainly have motivation to silence him. At the very least, it's evidence we can use to show Gui was sending skimmed money to a proxy account in Osberg. Oh, this is one of the big things, isn't it? I doubt Gui would tell father about this. So, looking for, what's the word? There's people there. Looking at the confessions probably wouldn't do much. Carl, Peters orders everyone to keep out of the library, including you, Andreas. Yeah. The tower doesn't have anything. It never has had anything. Maybe later in the game. Or maybe before, and I just didn't get the right choices. There's more of this. What the... Oh! The place has been ransacked, and that's why everything is bad. Not even the crypt was spared from the looting. Yeah. Just food and stuff down here. That's just weird, isn't it? And we can go to the library. Do I want to go to the library? Yes, I do. Hey, what's up? I am just looking around. Hey, Doc? Who is there? Is it you, Lord? Come to claim my soul? It's Andreas, brother Adoc. Oh, Andreas. Dear boy. Grayish pallor, shortness of breath, swollen fingers, sweating. You're not well, brother Adoc. You look serious. It's nothing. The escape was a bit much for my age. I feel aches, a heavy heart, but it will pass if God wills it. Could someone help you, Florian, or... Oh, do not concern yourself with me, Andreas. The others... Make sure the others are well. They're fine. You're the one who might be dying. If the time has come, Andreas, then it has come. It is in the hands of the Lord. I must rest. Keep holding on, brother Adoc. I don't think he's gonna hold on. He might be having a stroke or something to that extent. Let me go upstairs before I talk to him. Or although... I don't know. Let's talk to him. God bless you, Andreas. Has anything new come to light in the investigation of Otto's death? I must speak with you urgently about Brother Gui. Now is really not the time to discuss the enmity between you, Andreas. Oh, right. Enmity, if you don't know the word, it means it comes from enemy. That's where enemy comes from. Or the other way around. Either way, it's animosity. I know you do not care for each other, but it's hardly appropriate. Guy's been stealing from the Abbey. Gui, rather. Pardon me? I must have not heard you right. He's been obscuring it in the ledger, but the evidence is there. In March alone, he stole almost 7 florins worth of funds and sent it to the Fugers in Augsburg. They're a prominent, extremely wealthy banking family in Augsburg. They held business interests throughout the free imperial cities and a monopoly on the European copper market. My God! That can't... How did you learn this? I found a receipt in the back of the Abbey's ledger, written in lemon juice. If Odo somehow knew about this, you can't think Brother Gui would have killed him. Even the most mild-mannered man can be moved to violence when his reputation is threatened. But to kill a man? Andreas, no. I don't think violence of that kind is in his nature. I know his heart. You couldn't have made a mistake? Are you certain? You can check the receipt yourself. All you need is a candle. I suppose I must. These times are so dark, Andreas. Even with the Lord's light to guide us, I do not know how we will go on when this is through. There's little I can do about this now, but should we survive the coming days, the consequences for Brother Gui will be dire. I am sorry this came out in the way that it did. Whatever you think of me and my intentions, I do care about Kiersau. We have not always seen eye to eye, but I have never doubted you care for this place. In that at least we are aligned. One final thing, have you spoken with him about this? No, not yet. So he doesn't know he's been found out. Very well. Go with God, now more than ever. You as well, Father Juno. And I think he just went and, no, he's still there. What am I saying? For some reason I stopped being able to see you, Father Juno. Hello, Gui. You asshole. You told her no. Are you going to do anything about it? You want to start a brawl in the library? With the brothers here. No, I'll find some way out of this. I'll figure something out. Good luck with that. You are a true bastard, Andreas Mahler, and you deserve the very worst of what's coming to you. I'm gonna say nothing. Do not speak to me again. I don't know what's coming to me. Florian, what's up? Andreas Mahler. I'm, as always, glad to see you, but surely you have put yourself at risk by sneaking in here. You cannot keep yourself out of danger and trouble, can you? Well, I do seem to have a knack for it. May God watch over you and grant safe passage through harm. Still, I must ask, why have you come to the library? I wanted to see how you're holding up. We are not out of danger, if that is what you have in mind. The peasants are on edge, and we are stuck. You fear they truly want more violence? They may not be trained soldiers, but it does not take much military acumen to burn down a building full of books. If they hurt the abbot or damage the abbey, the Duke is going to be very upset. I clicked by mistake. Believe me, a direct confrontation with real soldiers will end in a slaughter. You've said much about the peasants, but what of you and your brothers? Oh, I am well, Andreas. I have been through worse. The Battle of the Cosmin, the Siege of Dornick Castle, death and suffering. Too much of that, perhaps, for a young mind. Long enough ago by now. Here, others who hold my attention. I worry about Volkbert and Rudiger. They are gentle people, not able to withstand this terror and violence. But I am especially worried about Adok. Oh yeah, I tried talking to him. It didn't look good. He is old and frail, and his health has grown worse since we fled here. He remarks of pains of the chest. I am cut off from my tools, and were it not so, I am unsure of what might help against his affliction. Perhaps Salvia Salvatrix, or Papaver Somniferum. I think I can think of several options, but bloodletting would be the best to balance the humors. Adok is very weak, Andreas. I don't think he would withstand such an act. Asking Sister Gertrude might be the most prudent in this case. She knows the plans best. Be safe, Andreas. You as well, Brother Florian. Okay, so we can ask Sister Gertrude and hopefully save Brother Adok. Volbert! No. Volbert, it's going to be all right. How can you know that, Lucas? Trust in Providence, brother. The Lord guides us through Gethsemane. They're going to hurt us. They won't. Look, Andreas is here. He will help. Lucas, Volbert? Yes, I will help any way I can. It's all looking better already, Volbert. God has sent us a mediator. I don't want to die. You're not going to. We all will. No, please. Volbert, peace and calm. Think of the heavenly realms above us, where angels sing praise to our Lord every day. Will I join them if I die? We all join the choir one day, but you won't die here, Volbert. Listen to Andreas. He will help us. Stay safe, brothers. I'll go try to solve this mess before anyone else gets hurt. God bless you. God save us. Volbert is not having a good time. He's really upset. Really upset. No. More people are really upset. Hi. Matthew. Rudiger. Voislav. Let's talk to Voislav here. Hello, Brother Voislav. Do you have a moment? Of course, Andreas. What do you need? I was hoping to seek your guidance about who may have killed Odo. I don't know how much I can help you, Andreas. I'm afraid I didn't concern myself too much with Tassing's troubles. Surely you can recall something Odo did that made someone angry? Odo was not always an easy man to get along with. He's clashed with several brothers here over the years. Anything recently? Let me think. Several of the brothers were upset when he demanded Father Janot reveal the Abbey's financial records. He does have a point, though. The Abbey is still doing well compared to the peasants. It's not his place. Who was the most upset? Andreas, I shouldn't bring up Abbey concerns to outsiders. Just tell me so I have something to tell Peter. So you can implicate one of the brothers in Odo's death? No, Andreas. Not for your convenience. Enough of this. God bless you, Andreas. Yeah, so he's very protective about the people of the Abbey. He's the one that asked us not to talk about the nurse, or nun, rather, at all. And he says that he doesn't concern himself with the problems of other people. God bless you, Andreas, and Rudiger here. Unser Trochtin hat farsalt. What the hell? What is that? What is that language? Petrekinoa, Rudiger, Sancte, hat farsalt. What the hell is that? Is that Romanian? Unser Trochtin hat farsalt, Sancte Petre Gualt, das Ermak Ginerian. And it translates in, our Lord gave Saint Peter the power to save those entrusted to him. And it's old German, I think, which would make sense because I think it's German. Das Ermak Generian ze imo dingenten man. Kyrie eleison, Christe eleison. He's singing, obviously. But is that a poem, Brother Rudiger? Hapet o mit urtonum himil riches portun. Brother, can you hear me? It's an old song from his home, Andreas. I think it soothes Daarin mager skerian den uili nerian. Kyrie eleison, Christe eleison. I like it. A song meant for times of need, and I believe we are in need at this time. I worry about Brother Rudiger. He has been deep in prayer ever since we fled into the library. All this violence and strife does not conform with his gentle soul. You really care for him, don't you? This kind and thoughtful man. Who wouldn't? You'll find out who killed Odo, won't you? I'm hoping to. We are counting on you. Kyrie eleison, Christe eleison. Brother Rudiger, why don't you sing for the others to hear? The others? Yeah, all of your brothers. You're the cantor. Yours is the voice that leads them. I don't know. You can do it. I believe in you, and Matthew believes in you. We all do. Alright, I suppose I can try. Maybe this is gonna help Brother Adok.
Christe eleison, unser Trott ihn hat versandt, Sancte Petre gewalt, dass mag dienen Jan, semodingenden Mann, Kyrie eleison, Christe eleison, Kyrie eleison, Christe eleison.
Yeah, it's the same lyrics that he was singing before, and I was doing a terrible job of pronouncing and singing. And he's still singing, or at least reciting. God bless you, Andreas. Yep, thank you, or all that jazz. You know how it is. I don't think Brother Adok is gonna get any better from that. We're not spending, or the time is not advancing, so you know. All right, that's the abbey and the church. Let's look around. The shrine is now open, which is interesting. Nobody came in here. Sister Gertrude. Oh, it's Sophie. God bless you, Master Maller. God bless you, Sister Sophie. It's good to see you again. And you, Master Maller. The garden looks spectacular. You've taken good care of it. I know it's been some time, Master Maller, but I must remind you of my vows. I cannot speak with men. Oh, that's right. Forgive me, sister. God bless you, Master Maller. The garden looks the same. We're gonna talk to Gertrude. We're gonna pet Mousefinger a little. The goodest gossip. There we go. Yeah. And Matilda. Or Margaret, rather. God bless you, Master Maller. Hello, Sister Margaret. Sister Gertrude said one of the townsfolk was killed. What happened? Otto Zimmerman, the town carpenter, was crushed by a part of the construction at the Rathaus. Oh no! I heard some of the sisters saying it was a murder, and the peasants chased the monks into the library. Sisters then even said they're accusing Father Abbot. Is that true, Master Maller? Yes, but no one knows who killed Odo. I'm trying to find the truth. I pray you do, Master Maller. Everyone's getting scared. I heard Sister Sophie last night crying. Really? Mother Illuminata says God will preserve us, but everything just keeps getting worse. Maybe the Lord is punishing the Abbey. Why would God want to punish Gearsau, sister? I don't think the Abbot should treat the peasants so harshly, but I don't know what to think anymore. Has anything else happened in the convent recently? Well, a man ran into me when I was washing lettuce in the herb hut a few days ago. Is that so strange? Asks Gaspar. Yes. Even in a joint monastery, the sisters' and brothers' quarters are separated. He should have been in the church since it was almost Vespers. Who was it, sister? Can you describe him? I can do my best, even though the hut was dark. I knew it was a man because his figure was taller than any of the sisters, and he grunted when he bumped me. Could it be one of our suspects, master? Asks Gaspar. Perhaps. Did you recognize his voice? No, he didn't say anything, but I felt the texture of one of the habits when he bumped into me. His skin was softer too, and he was knocked back when we collided. He grabbed me and moved me out of the way. No beard either. That doesn't exactly narrow it down. He was in and out of the hut before I could even catch my breath to call for help. Banged things around, too. I think it was one of the younger brothers. The rest aren't light on their feet. I can hear them shuffling all the way across the garden. That still leaves a few suspects. Brother Lucas and Brother Gui both fit that description, as does the abbot. As does the cantor. But the abbot has his own house. What would he be doing sneaking around in the herb hut? Asks Gaspar. You're right. Father Journeau would just order one of the brothers to get something for him anyway. Master Malor, how cheeky. That leaves Lucas or Gui. If I may, Master Malor. Yes, Sister Margaret? Brother Lucas and I are friends. I don't think he'd hide from me. That leaves Brother Gui. Gui is young and fast enough to be in and out of in a flash. But Sister Margaret, what was he doing here? I don't know, Master Malor. I couldn't tell what he was doing or if he took anything. He took melons. That's what he did. By the time I realized what happened, Sister Sophie came and got me for supper. Did you tell any of the sisters? I told Sister Gertrude about it, and she agreed it was very odd, since whoever it was should have been at supper. I might be able to help you identify which herb jars he grabbed. We should get her blessing first, though. She's a stickler about herbs. Would you help me find her? Of course, sister. Sister Gertrude, may I take Master Malor into the herb hut? We're looking for anything that men might have left behind. Ah, you're a mystery intruder. Why are you so interested, Andreas? I'd like to see if whoever it was left anything behind that may be connected to Otto's murder. Very well. I'd prefer you not just open every jar, however. Some of the herbs need to remain sealed. Then how are we supposed to figure out if he left anything? Asks Gaspar. I know the jars by sound, says Margaret. If you gently shake them, Master Malor, I should be able to tell you which ones he picked up as I came in. I know he used 3 of the jars. Once we find all 3, we can figure out which is the last one he opened. All right, that sounds reasonable. This way, then, says Gertrude. All right, we have a few jars over here. Let's see, I can't really tell anything. We have churling here. Sister, why on earth do you have hemlock in the herb hut? It's a dangerous plant. When eaten, yes, but the hemlock is very good for inflammation of limbs when applied on an injury. I helped Sister Sophie when she dropped a pot on her thumb. The swelling had gone down by the next morning. Since they don't have ice and things, that's probably pretty good. Hemlock would probably not be a thing, but let's see what else we have. Ah, yes, Lungwort, a very useful herb. Sister Lisbeth once came down with a humor so terrible she could hardly breathe. But when Sister Gertrude gave her wine with Lungwort, her coughing got better. Praise God. Then we have... I can smell that one from here, says Gaspar. Oh, that's the licorice root. Sometimes it overpowers the other herbs nearby, and I can't identify them by scent. And then, that's, yeah, licoricium. Licorice. That's where the term comes from. Although they mentioned... Licorice, yeah. Licorice root. I don't actually know what the name of it is in Portuguese, so I have no idea what herb that is. Or root, as it is. Apart from the fact that it's licorice, and I've never had licorice. I have a vague idea what it is, but it's just, it's a plant, so it doesn't really tell me much. I don't have first-hand experience with that. Then we have psyllium over here, which I believe is poison? What about this one? Oh, psyllium. Well, we don't use that one often, save for terrible fevers. Well, then we have Wundwurz, or Wundwurz, yeah, that we actually find in the way over here. I remember the physician laying these leaves on my brother when he had smallpox. Yes, that's one of more common uses for Wundwort. It drives the humors back into the body, no matter how they arrive on the skin. And Ringula over here. You have so much of that one, says Gaspar. We need a lot of calendula to tend to so many people. Its juices can expel most bad humors. Pounding the juices makes my hand sticky. Stickiness can be washed away, Sister Margaret. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Then we have Pungu over here. Ah, brook lime. Very useful against poisons. It purges the stomach so that the bad humors have no place to rest in the body. What? That one's so small. That one holds poppy seeds. The seeds are potent when eaten to induce sleep, so we don't use them very often. I remember eating some before my eye surgery. I was woozy for a long time afterward. And Urtica over here. Careful not to open the nettle, Andreas. Nettle? That stuff stings. Why keep a jar of it? I wouldn't be surprised if you have eaten it yourself, Gaspar. The dried leaves lose their sting. Oh, does it? I mean, I imagine, yeah. Whenever the horses are unwell, we mix nettle with lovage, and they are right as rain the next day. I didn't know nettle actually. I didn't know nettle was urtica. Freaking hell, it's difficult not being a native English speaker and just dealing with so many English words, especially in regards to food and plants. That's the hardest bit, because I know very well what nettle is from first-hand experience. Emphasis on the hand, and it's not pleasant at all because it stings. But in games, it's just like you just see nettles here and there and whatever. I'm just like, oh, it's like fern or whatever. But no, it isn't. Then we have cinquefoil over here, which is not cloves. What is that? Oh, cinquefoil, 5-leafed. Yeah, that's what it means. But what is it? Oh, that's how the plant gets its name. I keep it as a paste with flour and oil to break fevers. Oh, I suppose that's what it is.